Hey YouTubers, this is Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Saturday, April 6th, 2024. And today we have a video for Ryan in North Carolina. And Ryan is interested in this 1997 Mitsubishi Mini Cab. And this is a PTO heavy duty dump. Heavy duty meaning the bed sides and the bed floor are heavier than a standard bed that has been converted to a dump. So 1997 Mitsubishi Minicab PTO dump, which means there's three kinds of designs for a dump. You've got electric over hydraulic, which is an electric motor that drives a hydraulic pump. You've got a hydraulic pump that's mounted to the front of the engine, much like an air conditioning compressor, with a electromagnetic clutch that engages and then begins pumping hydraulic fluid. And then you've got the PTO, which is a drive shaft coming out of the side of the transmission, which turns a hydraulic pump. That's what this is. This is a PTO dump. And so it's a 4x4, 5-speed with a high and low transfer case, which is so Mitsubishi. They're the only ones that always have a high and low transfer case, which is nice. And it has 34,803 miles. And I know most of you have no idea whether that's good or bad, but trust me, that's extraordinary for a dump like this, meaning in good condition, which I'll show you, to have that low of miles. Because dumps in Japan, back in 97, when somebody went to a dealership to order a dump, they had a good reason. They weren't doing it just because they thought it would be cool. They had plans for that, which normally means by the time I see them in Japan, they are absolutely worn out and not fit for importing. So we won't import anything that's questionable, which means we hardly ever get dumps because I only want to import nice stuff. And a nice dump is a very, very rare thing. So let's get started. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is go around the perimeter of the windshield and see if there is any damage. And meaning rust. I see just a little flake of oxidization maybe right there. That is a weep hole from the factory. A little pebble peck of oxidization there. Another factory weep hole. That's for moisture to drain. Mitsubishi is, I think, the only one that did that. Now, let's look across the front of the truck for any damage. And when I say damage, I mean usually dings or dents on the front of the truck. Don't see any so far. This is water right there. Yeah, this is ding free, guys. That is remarkable. Now we have a ding there. Right there. Coming down the door pillar. No rust. The door has a ding right there. Tiny, tiny ding. A ding there. A scratch there. A little scratch there. We have a ding there. Ding there. And when I say ding, I mean just a ding. A ding there. A ding there. A scratch there. A ding there. Scratch there. And a little scratch there. Now, the tire is absolutely phenomenal. It is excellent. This is underneath the inside of the wheel, the inner fender. That's dirt on there. Now, the bedside panel, guys, is remarkable. That is fantastic. This is your latch, and then you undo that top hinge right there, and then the whole thing folds down. In fact, let's do that. Just like that. Now, if you take the chain off, it'll fold down all the way. It's hard to do this with one hand, but there you go. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And this folds down, and then that one folds down also. So you'll have a complete flatbed if you want. And you can have a regular bed, and you can have a dump. Isn't that amazing? All right, there we go. Okay, so beautiful bedside right there. Let's go under. Well, we don't want to look at under the bed now because I'm going to lift the bed. Guys, the tailgate is beautiful. Ding, ding. Very remarkable for a dump. Absolutely remarkable. Two dings. One there, one there. But really, the bedside is phenomenal. Just like the other bedside. Absolutely incredible. Okay, and here's the inside of the bed. They repainted it, but not because it had damage that they wanted to hide. They repainted it to preserve it, and I'll tell you, it was worth preserving because it is really, really nice. All right, now coming down the door post, we have a scratch there that was touched up, kind of like a little Q-tip. They dabbed it, touched up there. Let's see, anything else? Yep, we have a scratch, a little scratch there that did make an impression on the sheet metal. I think you can see it now with the reflection. And that's it. Now this tire looks really nice too, just like the other one. Beautiful. Let's open the door and look inside. The door panel is fantastic, which is remarkable again. This, we just washed it, so it's going to be a little wet, but under here, it looks great. And now I want to show you under the floorboard. I'm sorry, under the floor mat. Looks beautiful. Now these seats, I'm pretty sure they're torn under there, but these seat covers are so, I mean, they're really good. They're made exactly for the Mitsubishi minicab, so they fit really well, but I can't get them off. But I'm going to say it's torn under there, but maybe it's not. But I don't want to say it's not and then have you look under there and say it's torn. So I'm going to say they put those on because it's torn. And I think the driver's side is torn. Let's take a look. Here comes Chris. Chris, see you, buddy. Chris is the guy that helped me build my house. We were both really young guys, and I I found land and told my wife I was going to build a home, but I was a stockbroker and I didn't know how. I said, so it might take me 120 days because it takes most people in the business 90 days, so it would take me longer. And I quickly realized I was in trouble. You know, I I I wouldn't come anywhere near 120 days. I didn't quite tell her that at the time, but I bought the logs and we dug the basement and started digging the footers and running the wire, building the walls, and just one thing after another every day after work. And Chris, his name is Moose. Um, 5.5 years later, I was done. And my wife never complained. It was really pretty remarkable. I mean, it was great. She never said, when are you going to be done? She never said that. Anyway, I'm storytelling. This is about a mini truck. Um, and so I feel something under there. Okay, that is split right there. So yes, that is split. They are very nice seat covers. I will say that they're made just for the Mitsubishi minicab. But okay, Here's the door panel. It looks very nice. I probably just lost half of my subscribers with that story. Nice under there. No rust. Okay, now let's lift the bed. So to engage this, you push in the clutch, pull that out, and then release. Whoops. Take it out of gear. Might help. Then you release the clutch, and then it lifts the bed. And if you push the gas, it lifts it faster. So it increases the speed if you if you press the gas pedal. All right, so now let's look underneath here. This is your safety. So if you're going to get under here, you want to put that there in case somebody lowers the bed, it won't hurt you. Now, guys, the frame is absolutely beautiful on this truck. And under the bed is beautiful. It has a little bit of rust right there. Not bad at all. A little surface rust there, a little surface rust there, a wire brush and a little paint would knock that out. But guys, look how clean this is under here. That is remarkable. And here's the gate. So let me show you how. And that piston is dry as a bone. That's what you want. Okay, let's put this back down. And there's your sending unit there. Your vent. Look at the exhaust. How beautiful the exhaust is on this truck. I mean, that's incredible. Incredible. And the back of the cab, absolutely beautiful. All right, so to put this down, you just push this forward. So now this is going down. But look what happens when this gets lowered. Those pawls go down. And now this is locked. And then you can open these and articulate the gate that way. That is a rock bed. There's your brake fluid. That's a rock bed. And a rock bed is designed to spread gravel, which is really, really cool. Oh, this is power steering. That's another Mitsubishi thing. They loved power steering. I don't know why. Nobody else really thought it was that important. But Mitsubishi, they went crazy with power steering on their vehicles. It's just such a strange thing. Because of all the things that they said was important, we need a power steering pump. So they really did power steering a lot. So now we're going to go down this hill and get it up to speed, turn around and come back up the hill and go really slow around this turn here. And this is steep, steep, steep. And we're going to not just, go around a sharp turn up a steep hill. We're going to put it in high gear. So we're going to go slow, up a hill in high gear. Maybe our mini trucks got the law passed in North Carolina, making these street legal. And that's 60 miles an hour right there. It feels great. That's remarkable. And we got the law passed making mini trucks street legal. Governor Cooper signed a bill into law. Sarah Stevens, our House representative, and Deanna Ballard, our Senate representative, were axiomatic in helping us get the legislation written and passed. Governor Cooper, he signed it into law, so he gets credit for that. But our two representatives, really, they did the heavy lifting. So now we turned around and we're going to start going up the hill. Mind you, I'm already in fourth gear, which is pretty crazy. And now I'm going in fifth gear. You ready? That's fifth gear. So watch what happens. So guys, we're going up a hill and we're holding at 60 kilometers per hour. That's pretty nice. Your power curve flattens out as your RPMs get higher. Um, but just the fact that we're going up a steep hill, going 36 miles an hour in fifth gear, is pretty remarkable. Slowing down a little bit, but we're really holding. Now, a dump is heavier than other mini trucks because it's got all that extra equipment and it's a PTO dump. So that bed is heavy, heavy. All right, so what's it going to do? Is it going to survive in fifth gear up a steep hill? Yes, I think it is. And not only is it surviving, it is increasing in speed. So we started at 18 miles per hour, guys, and now we're going faster than that and increasing in speed. That is stellar, stellar, stellar. So that is a very good thing to see it gaining speed in fifth gear up a steep hill, going crazy slow, and we're gaining speed. All right. So, Ryan in North Carolina, if you like this truck and you would like to buy it, let us know. You can call us at 336 777 9957. And you can email us at sales@mayberryminitrucks.com. And our website is mayberryminitrucks.com. We will give you the title. There's no extra cost. We also deliver. Our cost is $2.50 per mile one way. So if you're 100 miles away, it's $250. And I say that because sometimes people think, oh, it's $250 per mile one way, both ways. It's only one way, $250 per mile. And so we service these. We use full synthetic 5W30 engine oil, and we change the oil filter and the air filter. We check the front diff fluid, the rear diff fluid, the transfer case fluid, the transmission fluid, make sure the clutch is good, make sure the dump works on the rare occasion you get a dump. And but what else do we do? We make sure the four-wheel drive works. Sometimes we have to fix that fairly frequently. But we just make sure that it has power. This thing was incredible because it gained speed up that hill. So guys, we appreciate you watching our video. Hey, there goes a customer test driving a Mitsubishi Super Exceed Bravo. So we're having fun. We really try to do the right thing and to run a tight ship. Um, we're so crazy over the top about what will bring in nice stuff and getting the law passed, synthetic oil, having a service department, and, having 270 trucks. It's crazy. And we enjoy what we do. We really enjoy working with our customers because they're always happy to show up. Nobody ever comes here and goes, I'm here for a mini truck. I'm so unhappy. Never happens. They're always like, I can't believe I'm finally here. And so it's a fun business. Customs is a bad bear. We just got a bill from customs. Um, they are increasing the tariff on us, and they said that they wanted to go back 5 years. And customs does stuff like that. Now, I'm going to try to push back on that. But it's a brutal, brutal business. It is so difficult, and stuff is broken when it gets here. But I don't ever really say much about that because I like to be optimistic. Being optimistic is so much more fun, but the problems are there. But we overcome all that, and customs will seize something that you import, especially if you're new. If you're new, game on. Because when I first got into business, they gave me intensive examinations a lot. And that's what it's called. It's called an intensive examination. And or an agricultural exam, which I don't know if you recently saw, but I had to tent a vehicle and fumigate it for a snail. And before that, I had to send one back to Japan. But anyway, I digress. Guys, Thank you for watching our video.